Welcome back to another episode of the Bleacher Boys Media Podcast. Me and Isaac are back, and before we start today, we've gained a couple of new followers over here on Bleacher Boys Podcast, the new YouTube channel, our second YouTube channel. Thank you guys for subscribing, and if you guys haven't subscribed, click that button. It's a season. It's a holiday season. It's a season of giving. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, make us happy a little bit. Click that button, makes us happy. And then to get started on some sports news, the Yankees and the Mets, both New York teams, have been making some noise, but I think I want to swing it to you with the Knicks. Your Knicks are on an 8-game winning streak. The Nets are on a 6-game winning streak. New York sports are hot. You got it on. I got it on too right here.
Yeah, damn right, baby. I mean, I love the podcast, but I got to watch my Knicks. I mean, are you kidding me? Losing right now 41-32, but 7 wins, 8 wins in a row, going for 9. I mean, damn, like I actually, I'm not going to lie to you. I have not watched the last 4 games because I was so frustrated with how a lot of the Knicks games turn out. Like, there's so many times where the Knicks are in it all game, and it comes down to Julius Randle chucking up a shot, you know, in the last 5 minutes, it doesn't go in. But now what do we see? Oh, they're playing some team basketball. They're committed to the defense. Thibodeau, everyone's buying in on Thibodeau's things. You got the young stars. You got Grimes working his ass off, injured today, but yeah, I mean, this team feels great. And then, like you said, the Yankees and the Mets, I mean, I never has baseball felt better on both sides of town than it does right now. The Mets, it's kind of funny how the script changed from, you know, the Yankees being the team that goes and buys every superstar, and everyone's always complaining, oh, the Yankees pay to win championships. And now what do we got? The New York Mets, you know, good for them. They have an owner who spends $500 million in payroll. I mean, I'm not even going to do the thing that Mets fans did to us for years, saying that we pay for championships. I'm not even going to do that. Like, honestly, good for you guys. Like, they need some happiness in their lives. They've been miserable since the 80s. And then obviously Aaron Judge, captain of the New York Yankees. Great. I ate my breakfast this morning. Watched the Aaron Judge presser with my little coffee. Just a great morning. Seeing Jeter there was like actually gave me chills. Like the hairs on my arm literally stood up when I saw Jeter there. I thought Jeter was going to present the captain award. I'm not going to lie. I thought we were going to see some of that action. But Hal ends up introducing it, and it's what we expected. It's what we wanted. Let's go get a freaking ring now. Like, how about it?
Yeah. What a way to start off the morning. I mean, as you said, I woke up, sat in front of the TV, saw Judgy looking all dapper in his suit with his wife, sit down at the podium. I mean, it was like Yankee lore, like the top Yankee organization people, all of them sitting down. It was like, oh shit, like that's some star power right there. And then Jeter walks in at the end to sit down at the end of the table. Like, bro, that was straight chills.
Do you think they like made him wait? Do you think they made him wait to like come in when the
I
press
think
conference
so,
was
a
just
little
starting,
bit.
so it's like, whoa.
Yeah,
like,
it was
do you think
like
that for dramatic effect.
I think so. The yes, especially the yes cameras, they panned to Jeter like after Zillow started talking. So it was like, oh shit, Jeter's there too. Like it didn't give people enough time to like really react to Jeter being there. He was just there all of a sudden. Like, dude, that shit was fucking chills, man.
Yeah.
I wish Jeter did say a couple words at the podium. I know he like did an interview afterwards, but Jeter didn't really have the spotlight on him. I guess it's fitting. It's Judge's moment, but I don't know. I want to hear from Jeter too.
And yeah. And what did I say? Like, as soon as the press conference started, like everyone's face when Cash was speaking was so just like serious, and they didn't look happy. And when they introduced Cash, they like said the thing about you know, how he's the longest tenured manager and like general manager in sports history or some shit. But then when he was talking, they all seemed so like angry with him, and then I think our suspicions were kind of confirmed when they were talking about how they kept talking about how Hal really was the one who got Judge and how he spearheaded this. Like, I think there's something there. There's just they just don't seem happy with Cash. Like just the facial expressions when he was talking. Like, I don't know, man. Something seems off with that group. But it doesn't matter because we get the job done anyway. But I just wonder if Cash had said to Judge, like, we're gonna do like 5 years, you know, like 260, and you know what I mean. And Hal's like, come on, like I wonder if there's just something there. some disagreement in how they went about re-signing Judge, because we know how Cash treated Jeter in free agency. So
Yeah.
we definitely know he's not scared to kind of give it to the superstars.
Yeah.
So I really wonder. I would pay so much money to watch a movie about like the inner workings of how that deal went down, or how any deal goes down in the New York Yankees or in baseball in general.
Facts.
I
That's
just think
facts.
that stuff fascinates me so much.
You
I'd,
say,
I'd
man.
love
Like,
to see something like that.
imagine being a fly on the wall in the Steve Cohen, Correa, Scott Boras conversations. Like, these baseball inner meetings kind of intrigue me a lot. It's kind of what I want to do in the future. But, I mean, the Judge stuff, I think what happened, this is just complete guess on a random fan from New Jersey's perspective, but I think what happened is that I think in a situation as big as this, like Judge, the captain of the Yankees, 9 years, 360 million, I think Cash kind of just let Hal do this whole entire thing on his own, and Cash stayed out of it. And Cash does more of like the trades and like the smaller stuff. Even Rodon, he was probably working on Rodon while this was happening, and let Hal kind of take care of business on the Judge front. And so that's why they're giving Hal so much credit. But it is true that, like, when I was watching the Boone interview, he was like, Bob Lorenz asked him, he was like, "Oh, you called him the day before, you kind of got that hold, and then how you gave it off to Hal for the save." And Boone was like, "Oh no, I think Hal threw a no hitter or threw a complete game here." So it's clear that Hal did the whole thing here, but I think Cashman kind of just stayed out of it because, especially with what happened with the extension talks, like it was rumored that Cashman kind of, you know, undersold him a little bit. 8 years, whatever the deal was, 213. I don't know. I think Cash was kind of out of it.
Yeah, and also I really liked I kind of like Hal's sense of humor. I wish there was more
How's
like
a meme,
funny
bro?
interviews of Hal. Like, yeah, like when Aaron Boone gave that long speech, basically just for lack of a better term, sucking off Aaron Judge for literally 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "And thank you for that short speech, Aaron," or something like that.
Yeah,
And
he's
I was just
funny.
like, "Oh wow, like this." I kind of want to like imagine if Hal like tweeted like Steve Cohen. Like
That'd be funny.
that would be really funny. But Yankees PR department keeps it tight. Like they don't let that stuff out. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure there's times where he's wanted to tweet or something and they're just like, no.
Yeah.
But another thing is that we got more clarity on like the actual like phone call that went down. Like
Italy.
Judge was 3 a.m. on a plane. Yeah. Hal was in Italy. Judge 3 a.m. coming back from San Francisco or going to Tampa on the plane or whatever, and they're just like talking like about the deal at 3 a.m. Like that's just like so cool. Like that, my inner sports fan just like just wants to hear that conversation and what it was about and everything.
Were you,
and yeah.
Were you surprised to hear that Hal at the beginning so I didn't know that Judge went over to Hal's house at the beginning of free agency. I didn't know that happened. Hal said Judge sat down with him at his house for an hour and talked, and he kind of told him that he didn't consider him a free agent. He considers him a Yankee. I think that was a pretty important part of Hal's spiel there. And were you surprised to hear that? Like, Hal is really...
I mean, this is exactly what we wanted, though. Like, how can you ask for anything more as a Yankee fan? Like, you wanted your owner to care about the star franchise player. Like, I mean, you go to like the Giants franchise, the New York Football Giants. Like, they didn't care that Odell was a franchise player. They're just like, okay, bye. Like, you're asking for too much, or blah 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 blah. Like, bye. Like, for an owner to care this much about retaining a player is just like. It means a lot to the fans too. Like and it kind of silences other people that saying, "Oh, Hal doesn't care. Hal doesn't spend. He doesn't want to win." Like if this didn't shut all those people up, like then nothing will.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate him saying that. And I think it's kind of funny, how he's just like, yeah, you're a New York Yankee. Like also that also gives the player like, oh, these people like really want me. They don't even consider. They're not even gonna think about me going other places. And honestly, I don't want to take credit, but this was kind of my thought process of this is like, he's not going anywhere. Like I never for a second, even, and you can attest to this, even when there was the arson Judge tweets going to San Francisco, what did I say? I said, no chance. No chance. Like I just feel like I never believed he was going anywhere else except for the New York freaking Yankees. So let's go.
Yeah. I think Judge knew that too. It was kind of, he was kind of hinting at how he felt, how down inside he knew he would be a Yankee, he belonged in New York, whatnot, the whole spiel. But what was funny was Judge's first or second question at the podium. He was asked if he ever saw himself playing outside of New York, and he kind of just looked down and gave a little laugh. That was pretty funny. Who asked that question? Was it Hokie?
So I love how Hokie was the first one too.
Hokie's there, bro.
No, I don't know if it was.
I don't know if that's.
But
the
listen,
we
actually, I think we can get Brian Hoke on the show. Like, I honestly think, like, with a little more clout. See, this is why you guys need to subscribe. With a little bit more clout, like Hokie has gone on pods with less views than what we get.
Yeah.
Like we got probably what do you like 50 views on the eps. Like, I've seen him on like 100 view apps before. Like, we could get Hokie. We could ask him like what it's like being in that room and stuff. But yeah. I thought that was an interesting question.
Yeah. Props to Hal, man. Hal really closed the deal. I think through this whole free agency, especially with Steve Cohen doing his thing, I think I have now noticed the importance of the owners in these negotiations and the whole free agent and off-season plans. Like I thought it was more like 50-50 with the GM, the front office, and the owner, but it comes down to the owner. Like, it's all about if the owner gives the go sign to sign these players, right? Like, it's not really about the GM.
I mean, doesn't that make sense, Ken? It is their money.
No, I know, but like we're kind of like,
what did you think?
We're like everyone's shitting on Brian Cashman, but like, what does he do? He's just the middleman to the other side and from the owner. Like, he's just talking.
Okay. I think that with a deal that's this big, I think the owners gets involved. I don't think the owner is as active on every single transaction. I think Brian, like I know him. I think Mr. Cashman is given a certain amount of money to work with that they agree upon, and he goes out there and he makes moves with it. And the owner could say like, "Oh yeah, I want this guy, or I want better team defense. Here, here's $100 million. What does he do? He goes and gets Donaldson, IKF, like supposedly better defense, right?" But I think with this one, it's like, no, I'm going to talk to Judge because I need to show
I get that.
the player that, this is more important than just your average. Let's boost the defense. Let's get a defensive left fielder, that kind of thing. So I think Cash still, is the overall one controlling it. But,
I get it, but like
big money involved, it's
even with the Rodon thing, I feel like Cash is given a budget to work with, but at the end of the day, before he makes any moves, he's got to go back to Hal and ask him if this is what he wants. Like, even with the IKF Donaldson stuff, I'm sure Cash called Hal and said, "This is what we're thinking. This is what I think, or the team thinks is the best way to go about it." And Hal says yes or no. Like, if the owner doesn't agree to any of it, it just doesn't start, right? So like, I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting to see the owner really involved, especially with the Cohen stuff and Correa last night.
Yeah, they were Hal and Steve are having a big dick off for the last week.
Do you think they ever like hang out or go out to dinner together?
Down on the table, like, I just signed Correa 315, took him right from the Giants, like that. I don't know. I feel like the two New York teams definitely have some back and forth there with who can spend more kind of thing. But
yeah,
the Mets, like Derek Cheater says, they're just the Mets. So I stayed at my friend Kevin Rooney's house over this last weekend. Him and his family, like, huge Met fans, like including the mom, including the dad, like really big Mets fans. And that's, I kind of had to let them know, like, you guys, they're all excited about all the moves, and I had to let them know, like, how about you guys make the playoffs first, or win some playoff games? Like, like, before you start talking, because I know they're going to do it. They already have. Before Mets fans start talking about best team in New York to me, blah, 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 talking my ear off about, Correa, Lindor, Polar Bear, Diaz. I like, just win a playoff game, please. Please win a playoff game. And then we can have some conversations, about you guys almost being on our level. Because if you remember, the Mets have, only made the playoffs 5 times in the last 20 years. So, let's all relax a little here before we go insane with the Mets stuff.
Yeah, I agree with you. But at the same time, like, the baseball fan in me kind of wins over in this situation. I'm like excited for baseball in general that the Mets are building this crazy, crazy talented team. Like, I'm gonna be tuning into a lot of Mets games, and like, I feel like it's mostly the Mets fans who kind of like compare themselves to the Yankees and always like, I don't want to say rent free, but like we're kind of living rent free in their heads. For me, like I'm just sitting here like first of all, we don't see them until the World Series if we get there. And we'll worry about them if we do, but like they're not really a rival in that sense, I think, on the baseball field. So I don't know. I'm just excited. I'm happy for Mets fans. I'm happy that Steve Cohen is doing this for baseball. I'm excited to watch some Mets baseball now. So like, let's go. Like this is an electric city now. So I don't know. I'm just kind of happy. Like I'm happy to see Correa go to the Mets.
Yeah, like I kind of wanted to see Correa on San Francisco just to see him get booed by Dodgers fans.
True.
14 times a year. But yeah, I agree with you. I think it is good for baseball. I just think it's funny how it's the Mets. Like it's just so funny because they've had so many organizational problems. They've always it's like Cowboys fans. It's always our year. It's always our year.
Yeah.
And it never is. And I actually do hope they do well because that division now is very interesting. I mean, you got Atlanta who's decimated now. I mean they lost all their World Series lineup, but they tons of young talent, obviously. Phillies are not going anywhere. They're only going to get better. And honestly, the Marlins have some young talent too. Like that division is going to be really interesting to watch, just like the AL East. So pretty yeah, like you said, I'm excited to watch some Mets baseball, I guess too.
Yeah.
If I'm forced.
I mean, Correa, Lindor. I'm not gonna lie, dude. It's kind of exciting. It's the Puerto Rico left side of the infield. $300 million each. Like, oh my god.
I don't know. How do you think he's gonna do a third?
I think he's gonna be fine, dude. I think it's gonna be like a Manny Machado type situation where the guy is just good enough to play wherever. He has an electric arm. He can throw 95 plus across the diamond. He played an insanely good shortstop. I think it's kind of like an A-Rod situation too. Like he's going over to New York, same age, by the way, moving over to third base, and he'll do his thing. I think he'll be fine. He loves that villain role too. Yankee fans are gonna be all over him.
Yeah. No, yeah, the Subway Series this year is going to be good. We kind of disappointed last year as a Yankee fan. I don't know why, but you weren't so upset. It was one of those losses I remember last year where it was deep into the season. We were gonna make the playoffs, obviously. Like we were the best team. We were up by a lot in the division. And you're like, "Oh, I don't care about losing to the Mets." And I was like, I remember on the pod I was all pissed.
Here's the thing.
I am still mad about that loss. Like I just cannot stand losing to the Mets. And maybe that's why I have some issues, but
Starling Marte hit a walk-off hit against Wandy Peralta trying to close it out. I remember that game. And what I think the difference here, if there's just a little difference in tone when me and you talk about the Mets and Yankees, I think you have a lot more Mets fans in your ear than I do. Like I don't have many friends around me that are real Mets fans who love to talk. Like you have that around you, and I think that's why you have like more, I don't know, angst against the Mets, and I don't. Albany baseball.
But I guess. By the way, these are the new Albany Club baseball hats designed by yours truly. Pretty nice. Got the logo on the side. Got the new Albany logo there in yellow and gold.
Go Danes!
So yeah, I still got the tag on it. It's fresh out the box. Roll Danes! But yeah, it's it definitely there definitely is some of that, and I think it's because a lot of my Albany Club baseball buds, a lot of them are from Long Island, and a lot of the Long Island boys are Mets fans. So it's tough. There are a couple of us Yankee fans, but I think the Mets fans outweigh us, and it's just constant talk. It's constant back and forth that I love. I love the rivalry, but yeah, they do a lot of talking. They love
talking. Yeah.
They love talking. They don't like winning as much as they like talking. I'll tell you
that's facts. That's facts. In other news, should we talk about a little Matty C departure talk? I mean, he goes to the San Diego Padres for a year. I don't know we never really talked about Matt Carpenter and the possibility of him returning, but he's gone. Did you want him back? Did you? I don't know how you feel. Talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, as great as he was for that stretch, and as cool as his story is, not being able to hit, going down to the minor leagues, coming back, he really didn't have a place on this team. At least with Josh Donaldson still on this team.
Sadly.
Do I think he was going to repeat the performance that he was, that he was doing? No, there's no way. I like him, and I think he's had a great career, and I want him to do well. But there's no chance that man is repeating those like 2 months that he had last season. But I would still have liked have him around, have a pinch, have some starts and some pinch at bats sometimes. But yeah, sad to see him leave. And he was a great story. He was the story. Like every year we have a different story of a guy. I say it was Squid the year before that, right? Guy coming up, getting his shot, or an old veteran, good MLB player getting a shot again. So yeah, he was the story of 2021, and there will be a new one in this upcoming season. So I wish him all the best of luck. And yeah, that's kind of my take on it. I'm not that hurt by it.
Well said. I'm just gonna leave it there. I have the same feelings as you. And then moving on, I think I want to talk a little bit about the MLB free agency kind of have passed now. All the top 20, 25 free agents have signed. And with that means the Yankees again passed on all the shortstops, and they're going with their young guns. They've said it over and over again. Just want to talk quickly about Volpe and Peraza and your expectations on them. Like, this is so much pressure on two guys that are basically our age. They've got so much weight on their shoulders. It's kind of crazy.
Well, Peraza's gone. You know that, right?
I don't know that, actually. Why do you think that?
Peraza is potentially gone by the end of the week.
Why do you think that? You got sources?
Do I have sources? No, I have this crazy intellect and intuition that has guided me through making all these crazy, free agency picks. Yeah, they're going to trade him for Brian Reynolds.
Okay, I would be open to that.
To the Pirates. They are going to do half season IKF, potentially half season of Oswaldo and Volpe, and they're going to get a left fielder.
Oh wow,
that's my take.
Okay, wow, breaking news, guys.
I honestly though, yeah, breaking news. Put the alert on the screen. But I would really like to see Peraza get like full playing time. But the Yankees haven't shown us that that's what they want to do with him. They've played him. They've set him up for failure so many times. They haven't given him regular playing time, and I think they're messing with his mental. And what do you do after messing with someone's mental? You trade him to the Pirates, and
that's so
the young talented graveyard. Of young talented
tough,
players,
dude.
and Reynolds wants to leave, and I feel bad for Peraza, but I think our left fielder is better than a guy who we might not even play next season because we're going to trust our instincts and go with IKF.
No, stop. Don't even put that thought into my brain.
I mean, Volpe still could be 2024 though too. So I don't know.
I think Volpe's ready. I think he's more ready than we give him credit for. I just watched that interview over the winter meetings of that the talent development guy at the Yankees minor league complexes or whatever the guy's name is. He was talking about how Volpe's ready yesterday. He's ready tomorrow. He's ready today. He's ready for the big leagues today. So that's basically what he said. And I think Volpe is indeed ready. And I feel like I don't know. I think the Yankees still do give him a month or so at AAA level. So I don't know if Peraza's gone, then I guess IKF's shortstop. But if Volpe's scorching hot in spring trading, he might be the starting shortstop. Who knows? And I'm kind of excited for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited too. But I mean, if they want a good left fielder, they're gonna have to make a big trade, and I think Peraza's that guy. But the only issue is that I guess he could play second base for the Pirates or third.
He could play short.
O'Neal Cruz ain't going anywhere.
O'Neal Cruz
over O'Neal?
Yeah, he's a terrible shortstop.
O'Neal, is he actually?
He's not good defensively. He's gonna have to move, dude. He's not playing shortstop for a long time.
What do you think? Like a right fielder?
Yeah, maybe. Can he play the outfield? I have no idea about him.
First baseman?
He's just too.
He's an athletic guy. He probably could.
He's not a short. I'm sorry, man. I just don't see it. But I think if Peraza goes over, him and Andujar in Pittsburgh, like that could be electric factory.
So what? So what happened? So the Pirates.
Jesus, man.
The Pirates
sucks.
trade us.
That sucks.
Pirates trade us all their pitching that we transform into good pitchers. And then we trade them all of our prospects that we've been messing with.
Who don't pan out.
You don't pan out. Is that basically what we're doing now?
I don't know why the Pirates even pick up the phone at this point, dude. Like
they've been getting
Wilkes-Barre
Pirates.
So long. Yeah, facts. Jesus, man.
Scranton Wilkes-Barre Pirates. Oh my God.
They just DFA'd Hoy Park. They DFA'd Castillo, the guy we traded last year. Like they keep DFAing guys that we give him. I mean, I don't know what's
they DFA'd Park.
They DFA'd Park. The Red Sox picked him up, and the Red Sox DFA'd him without playing a single game for them. Park is a bust.
Poor guy.
That was your guy too. You remember that? Do you remember that? That was your guy during spring training one year.
I didn't say it was my guy. I said he could have a breakout spring training. No.
If he went on to have
don't do that shit.
Really good career, you'd be like, oh, that was my guy. Go check back the episodes from the spring.
100%. Oh, 100%. I would have done that. Yeah,
that was your guy. Poor Pirates.
That was my guy. Yeah.
Whatever. I say. I've been saying for a long time, you trade whatever you have, except for Volpe. You give up whatever you have to get Reynolds. I've been saying this. Reynolds is Jose Ramirez light. He's a switch hitting with power, average. He puts up 4 or 5 WAR each season. Like he's so underrated. Such a good bat to have. Leadoff hitter, 4th, 5-hole, 6-hole. I don't know. Like you can put him wherever you want. He has the contact skills, both left and right side of the plate. He's the guy that the Yankees wished Aaron Hicks was back in 2015, 2016. So,
speaking of the devil, where do you think he plays next year?
Hicksy, my boy. That's your boy.
Left
too,
bench,
actually.
right bench, center bench.
I think a spot like I don't know. So he's got to have the hoodie on, the hat on. I see him like kind of just hanging over the railing, middle to end of the bench. You know, just watching, eating some sunflowers. He's playing that bubblegum game. Throwing that by the sprinkler or whatever. I think that fits.
Maybe he could be like maybe he could be like the bullpen catcher.
Maybe, but he might get hurt though. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean those balls come in there fast. He might miss it, hits right in the face. Concussion out for the year.
Yeah, no thanks.
No way. Aaron Hicks with catcher gear on is catching Clay home sinker, even at like 85-mile-an-hour warm-ups. Aaron Hicks, at least when he's bending down, strains a groin. Strains 100%. A groin out for the year.
Like Aaron Hicks with catcher's gears
on. And then walking to the hospital, strains the other groin.
Wait, hold on. Aaron Hicks used to be your guy, dude. That was kind of...
My guy?
Oh yeah, big time.
That stop.
Was it not?
That's it. Hoy Park, Aaron Hicks. Who's next? Jabba Chamberlain was your guy? Like, come on. Like, we throwing these random-ass names
Aaron
out.
Hicks was your guy, bro. I
Chase
remember.
Headley. I hate Chase Headley.
I love Chase
Headley. No, he wasn't.
So mean.
I hate more than I like. I don't like.
Yeah. Talk about a player you like real quick.
Who do I even like? I don't even like. Who do I like? I like Wandy Peralta. That's my guy.
Well, that's your guy. You're gonna.
Is that is that a good pick?
Sure. It's on the waves now.
This might be a big thing.
Sure,
I know you're a Giancarlo Stanton fan. I may be a DJ LeMahieu over Giancarlo Stanton.
I knew that. Of course.
I like DJ LeMahieu. But like talent-wise.
What do you mean talent-wise?
No, I'm just kidding.
Have you lost your mind? What do you mean talent-wise? I know you like DJ
Anthony Rizzo over Giancarlo Stanton talent-wise. That could be an actual thing.
Do you want to have a debate real quick in 2 minutes? What do you mean? What do you mean talent-wise?
No, yeah,
you're finding something.
I don't know.
Here's a better one.
I'm trying to find something.
All
right, what?
Talent-wise, I like that though. Talent-wise, Gleyber Torres or Anthony Rizzo?
Anthony Rizzo.
Really?
At least he changes his approach. He can put the ball in play when he wants.
That's not talent.
Gleyber is just a mess.
That's not talent.
Pure talent.
Pure baseball talent.
Defense.
Like
defense. I'm giving it to Rizzo. Okay, wait. Pure. Let's go step by step. Defense. I'm giving it to Rizzo. Right? Agree.
Okay, I agree. But no, I actually don't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree,
Why?
Bro.
Really?
At their respective positions,
defensive metrics.
At their respective positions, yes. Anthony Rizzo is a better first baseman than Gleyber Torres is a better second baseman. But when we're talking about pure talent, yes. The ability to field the ball, the ability to throw a ball, I think Gleyber Torres is better.
So if you were to put them both at shortstop, you're saying Gleyber Torres would do better
Yeah.
Or like you put them both in center field. Gleyber Torres.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
he's more of an athlete, but I'm
Pure
saying
talent.
they're
Pure
respective
talent.
positions. Anthony Rizzo is a Gold Glover. Gleyber is nowhere near a Gold Glover.
Then we're just comparing the baseball players. I think Anthony Rizzo is a better baseball player. Pure talent, I think Gleyber Torres is better.
Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have started with defense. Power. Who has better power? That's definitely talent. Anthony Rizzo, better power.
Yes, I agree. 100%. Yes.
Clutch factor. Who has better clutch factor?
Is that talent?
Yes.
Okay, part of talent, clutch factor. Gleyber Torres has like
Anthony
the most. Gleyber Torres has like the most walk-off hits in the last 2-3 years in all of baseball. How do you define clutch?
I mean, I know that's true, but I mean, he just gets lucky in situations. I don't know.
So is clutch just lucky then? I don't know what you're telling me.
I
think
guess clutch is not part of talent. I don't think clutch is part of talent.
Oh, now we're going back. Okay. Now what's the next category, huh? Let's skew this as much as possible so it fits your argument.
Category? Looks. I think Anthony Rizzo has them all day.
Stop! Are you kidding me? Gleyber has the hot factor and he has the cute factor. You can't beat those. He's got 2.
Anthony Rizzo has the jawline though. Gleyber doesn't have that. He's a little chubby. His chubby cheeks, bro. You know that.
Gleyber has the chubby cheeks to attract the people who like cuteness. He also has the hotness with the eye scratches on the not the eye scratches, the cat scratches on the
I know what you're talking about.
Bro, he's just a hot dude. So like he's hot and he's cute.
You personally find
Gleyber Torres
slashes attractive.
On Gleyber Torres more attractive.
Maybe
if Anthony Rizzo did that, no.
Oh.
Like I'm out if Anthony Rizzo did that.
Venezuelan female.
If Anthony Rizzo had cat scratches, I'm out.
Is that what they're called?
Cat scratches, yeah.
Is that actually like a term, or do you just hold on?
Well, Isaac's gonna go into his barber tomorrow. Can I get those cat scratches on my arse? They're gonna look at you like you're fucking. You go into your nanny wet barber shop and ask for a cat scratch. That's what you do.
Cat scratches eyebrows. Oh.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
Why does my cat scratch my eyebrows? All right.
What now?
All right. Oh, we have to talk about one more thing.
What do we want to talk about?
The loss of Andrew Benintendi.
Oh shit!
Very
You're
sad
right.
about it.
You're right.
Yankees could have done that contract. No,
I think so. This might be a healthy debate. I don't think the Yankees should have done 5 for 75.
What is that?
Like
I know
15.
I should know this because. Like what do you mean 5 for 75? You think that's a $15 million a year for him? Are you kidding me? You really don't think the Yankees could have done that?
No, they
100% could have.
100%.
That's literally That's less than Aroldis Chapman's contract.
They 100
books.
They 100% could have done it. I just see the point of not doing it either.
5 years?
Like,
you think that's the issue?
No, I just don't think. I think you can get Benintendi's production elsewhere.
So you think the Yankees are going to get a... Okay, I think that, let's say they do trade Peraza, that is a higher value than $15 million, I think, right?
What? Say that again?
Wouldn't you agree? Like, if you have to trade Peraza and another prospect to get, Reynolds, I'd say that's a bigger value than $15 million. Like, just that's more of a problem. Just pay the $15 million. Like, that's not that much.
But Reynolds is a better player than Benintendi.
By how much?
By a lot. By like 4 wins.
What is Reynolds?
Reynolds is so underrated. You gotta go look at his. Dude, Reynolds is a player that you have control over for 3 years. He probably is worth $20 to $25 million as a player, and he makes $5 million. That right there is value for 3 years.
All right, we're gonna go to the baseball reference. Career WAR, 13.6, 281 batting average, 239 RBIs, 16 stolen bases. Got a slugging percentage of 481. OPS plus of 127, OPS of 842. So okay, definitely a pretty good player.
He's insane.
Yeah, I guess it's just some I guess eyewash because his last year 2 WAR, 27 home runs, 262. I mean, it's solid, but it's
in his down year he had an 800 plus OPS.
Yeah.
This guy is still young, 3 years of control. If you can get him, the Yankees haven't gotten him yet. According to Isaac's sources, he's on the Yankees, but Andrew Benintendi, I get it. He's a good player. He fits this Yankee lineup very well, but I don't know. Down the line, this type of value, 2-4 WAR, lefty slap hitting, I think you can pick him up at a cheap. Pick that kind of production up at a cheaper price. Just my
2021 season for Brian Reynolds. 169 hits, 24 home runs, 302 batting average, 912 OPS.
Yeah, he was fourth in MVP.
OPS plus.
He was fourth in MVP.
11th.
MVP conversations. Was Benny ever in MVP conversations? No. I love
At
Benny,
one point,
but I think
on the Red Sox, yeah.
No, he's never gotten MVP votes. I'm sorry. He's gotten Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that's pretty. Rookie of the Year is comparable to 11th in MVP voting.
No. 11th means you're the 11th best baseball player in your league. Rookie of the Year is what? Maybe 15th, 20th? There's a huge difference.
Close. That's close. Though.
There's a huge difference between being the best rookie and all around every single baseball player.
Okay, I agree, but it's not that far off. It's not like we're talking like top 5 MVP versus that. It's like 11th. Like, come on. Out of the top 10.
Look at his number, 912 OPS.
No.
Doesn't
His numbers
scratch
are good.
that.
His numbers are good. His numbers are great. His numbers are great.
Can you
at least? What
what
he's going to look like without facial hair, though?
Bro, you really
6'3"?
He's on the Pirates, dude. He's on the Pittsburgh Pirates.
All right, where did he go to school?
He's I don't know, in Miami. I know
he went to
Florida
Vandy.
Guy?
He went to Vandy.
Where's he from though?
He's from Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore,
Maryland. Wrong. You were wrong on everything. Guess when his birthday is?
I don't know too much about Reynolds. March 12th.
January 27th. So off. When was he born?
Well, he's 20. What is he? 28? 29?
It's gonna embarrass you because it's quick maths. You're gonna be like,
I can do some quick math. 22. That's minus 7. 1993.
No, 1995. He's 27.
No. Okay.
Close enough.
So yeah, I mean Reynolds is a better player. That's obvious. But back to the 5 for 75 for Benny. I would have loved Benny back on the 23 Yankees, but at the same time, I understand not getting him. The White Sox I heard the Yankees offer was 4 for 64. I think that's a fair offer to go to and kind of tap out.
What is that? What is 4 for 64?
Isaac's a big AAV guy now. Listen, guys. He doesn't care about the total money. He doesn't care about the years.
Higher AAV, 16 mil.
Yeah. If you're Benny, should you have taken the Yankees offer instead of south side of Chicago?
White Sox. I mean, I could totally see him like fitting into that jersey. Like when I saw the picture of him, I didn't even like. It didn't
we both called
that.
This
is not the jersey he was wearing.
We both said the White Sox. Yeah. So we both did see it. Now Isaac sees Peraza on the Pirates. Poor Peraza.
Yeah. That dude's basically gone if I said it.
Is Dominguez on the Pirates too?
No.
Dominguez is
it's gonna be a if it's for Reynolds though, it is gonna be a big package. And pause. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of top 10s, I think. It won't be the Martian. It won't be
if it happens,
Volpe.
If it happens, it's gonna be Martian and it's gonna be Martian and Peraza if it happens. It's gonna take two of those. So? It has to. Unless the Pirates are stupid again.
And they're like yeah, you guys got any more of those Ken Waldichucks down there?
Oh well, that's mean to Ken Waldichuk. He's a nice little pitcher for the Cubs. Anyway,
you guys got any more Waldichucks down there? What do you guys got in single A?
They love what are they thinking? They're such a bad organization.
They're just the whole organization is just being run by executives who are just Pringle cans. They're just actually so dense.
How mad are you if you're a Giants fan right now? By the way,
San Francisco I'm so Giants. Pissed.
What's going on?
Do you know?
Dude? 6 seconds.
Don't know. I don't even know what.
6 minutes of Judge. 6 minutes of Judge. High school. 6 minutes of Judge. 6 days of Correa. Like this Correa thing, I actually feel bad. Like if I was a Giants fan, like we had Correa, it wasn't some Arson Judge shit. We had the guy. It wasn't like
what happened. I still don't know what happened.
The tip was in, dude, and they just bam out, gone. out of the picture.
What are you talking about?
Talking about Correa being on the Giants. They were doing promos and shit.
Correa's tip was where? What?
I didn't say anything about Correa's tip. Well, can we keep this PG, please? Holy shit. Bleacher Boys Media.
You start talking about tip of the iceberg, dude.
Tip of the iceberg was in, dude. Like, they had Correa. Correa was on the San Francisco Giants. Next minute, he's gone. Like, this must be... I feel bad for the Giants fans, dude. I truly do. I really do.
Yeah, I think any Giants fans you remember your friend Kyle? He's MLB YouTuber. He tweeted, he's like, "What did Giants fans do to deserve this? Like, actually, like what?" And the comments were so funny of all the things they could have potentially done to deserve this. Like this offseason is so not nice to the Giants. I still don't understand what actually happened with Correa though. It's like, I know his physical failed, but what was the thing? And how are they gonna let the one thing on the physical just be like, oh yeah, like bye? Like, unless he like tested positive for like steroids or something, and they're like, we don't want that, or like what? How did this happen? Like, has it come out yet? I haven't really.
No, so they don't know exactly what it is. Apparently, it's not the back issue that he's been dealing with, or it's not the hip thing. Whatever's going on with Correa. They think it's something that's been an issue with Correa's physicals before he even got drafted to the Astros. This has been an ongoing issue. Apparently, that's what I heard or read.
But knowing that, why do you fake sign the guy then? Why do you fake sign the guy?
Great point. Yeah, why do you?
If everyone in the world, if the Astros knew it when he was drafted, then obviously it's common knowledge. So why do you make that whole big fuss and lie to your fan base and then reject the physical after? Like, how do you have second thoughts after you offer, that much money? Like, people, are you stupid? Like,
people are speculating that one of the sides had cold feet, didn't want to do the deal after all. And I don't know, like, if you're Correa, did you want to play for the Mets for a little bit less money? Maybe. I don't know. Can you even do that though? Is that legal?
Who has a better chance of winning a championship? Right now it's the New York Mets.
Oh, wow. Isaac giving the Mets some credit.
Then the Giants. That's not saying a lot. The Giants are terrible. That's not saying a lot.
Well,
the
Giants are
two rotten apples doesn't make it a nice apple.
No, the Mets are a nice apple.
They're Big Apple. I didn't even think about that.
Look at you, just accidentally running into analogies. And all right, guys, this has been a longer episode than usual. Isaac is looking on his phone right now to give you guys a song, but while he looks, I will.
70. I'm not gonna look on actually, I guess I have
as he looks. I'm gonna give you a quick update on the Nets right now. They're up 99-62 on the Warriors. I know the Knicks just beat the Warriors by 38 last night. And without Curry, the Warriors are kind of a struggle bus right now with Jordan Poole trying to lead the team. Kind of young with do you have a song now?
Okay, I got it.
All right, give it to me.
You can stop talking now. It's called Too Many Nights on the new Metro Boomin album. It has Don Toliver in it, and it's just an amazing beat.
Guys, go listen to that right now.
It's Future and Don Toliver. It's just a good vibe song, so I recommend it highly.
Vibey. Let's get vibey with Bleacher Boy. All right, guys.
Okay, yeah, that's enough.
We'll see you guys next time. Next Thursday morning, we'll be back. Wait, is next Thursday morning? No, right?
What? Montreal?
No. 29th is next Thursday. Happy holidays, guys. If you guys came this far into the episode, please hit that subscribe button. Me and Isaac couldn't receive any gifts that would make us more happy than seeing those subscribe buttons getting hit on our YouTube channel.
New car.
And yeah, happy Christmas, Merry Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa, whatever you guys celebrate. It's a great time of the year. And we'll see you guys one last time next week before New Year's, so we can wish you guys New Year's then. But yeah, Bleacher Boy is out for now. Peace out, boys.
Bye-bye.